In this video, my goal is to unpack for you the religious cult of wokeism. Yes, I said it, it's a religious cult. It's not just a movement, it is truly a religious cult. All right, so what do people who ascribe to this religious cult believe? Well, they believe they are the only ones aware of the problems that exist. It's a Gnostic ideology that only they have been enlightened some way, some shape or form, and they can see all the horrific, oppressive things that are in the world, and other people can't see it. And it is their job, their duty, their mission in life to correct all these wrongs. Well, where are the wrongs? Well, they're everywhere. They're in math, they're in physics, they're in you name it. They exist every single place you can be. Why is that? Well, because all of these things, so let's take mathematics, for example, was primarily designed by men. And because it was designed by men, it was designed to keep men in charge and oppress everyone else. If the mathematics was designed by white Europeans, well, it was now designed to keep every minority group oppressed. And for that reason, it will result in disproportionate results for those who study this, because again, it wasn't designed to benefit women or minorities or whatever group it is. Now, if you're an educator, let's say you're a mathematics teacher, even though you yourself may not be racial, have racial biases or be prejudiced or want to discriminate in some way, because you're teaching a system that is built on that foundation, that will be the net result. And your students who do poorly didn't do poorly because, let's say, their lack of effort or their ability, or some people just naturally don't pick it up, let's say math, for example. It is simply because the system was designed to work against them. That is why their results came out that way. And the only way to make the system fair is to deconstruct it all so everybody gets the same results. If that means that we have to change it in such a way that those who with lower scores come up with higher scores, or those with higher scores come lower, well, that's the only fair thing to do. And that would result in a just and equitable society. Now, of course, we know this insanity doesn't work out in real life, because imagine that you're boarding a 747 and you're about to fly off. You don't want the pilot that was there on a diversity hire, somebody who maybe isn't the best pilot available. You want the very best because it's your life in their hands. Well, these people, if you play out their ideology to the nth degree, would say, no, I just want the person who was excluded for whatever reason. I don't want somebody hired on their merit or meritocracy. I want somebody there for diversity. We would believe that's insane. I think any rational person would, but these people, because they're in a religious cult, they don't see the world that way. That's how they see it. So that's why they want to deconstruct everything. If you believe that every system is inherently wrong, inherently racist, misogynist, you name it, because it was designed by people who are not of the minority class, the LGBTQ, the transgender, the lesbian, the black, the Hispanic, the women, whatever, because they were not at the table, they weren't stakeholders in creating the system. Obviously, the process or the system is oppressive, repressive, misogynist, you name it. And every single thing has to be reimagined and reconstructed with those people now at the table, excluding the other group. As you can see, inherently, there's going to be nothing but problems with this. But hopefully, me kind of unpacking it, it makes a little more sense. I always say to people, a simple analogy is thinking of it this way. You go to Vegas, and the general idea in Vegas is that the house always wins. Well, why does it win? Because the house was set up the rules. They made the game. And this is the same belief here, that no matter what you do, no matter how hard you work, you can't beat the system because the system was stacked against you from the start. Anyway, I hope this makes a little more sense. I hope you kind of understand it a little better. So when you encounter this, when somebody tells you 2 + 2 is 5, you can see why or where they're coming from. And this is where their ideology, this is what shapes and drives their thinking process forward. Anyway, I thank you for watching. Please post any comments you have in the comment section. You can also follow me on my Rumble and my Locals account. If you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, please do so. And check out some of my past videos, and I will see you next time.